Katie Price has told how she visited an abortion clinic 3 times while pregnant with son Harvey because she didn't want to be a single mom. The 43-year-old star made the agonizing decision to end her 2001 pregnancy multiple times to keep her then-boyfriend Dwight Yorke happy, after he hinted he wouldn't remain in her or the baby's life. She makes the revelation in an early edition of her new book Harvey and Me, writing, "Dwight gave me the impression that if I kept it, he wouldn't want to be with me. I didn't think that would be fair on our child. They hadn't even been born yet and they would already be from a broken home. Of course a child doesn't need their dad in their life to flourish, which Harvey is living proof of, but I looked at things very differently back then. Plus, my biological dad, Ray, walked out on the family when I was 3 and I turned out alright. Kind of. That didn't affect me because I had hardly seen him anyway, and my stepdad, Paul, took on the father role. I took Paul's last name and I now call him Dad. I just thought, how would I cope on my own? I was only young and I presumed that nobody would want a single mom. So I booked into a private clinic to have an abortion." Katie claimed Dwight shut down when she told him she was pregnant during their relationship in 2001 and offered her no financial support. She adds, "When I told Dwight, he didn't even offer to pay towards it. And at that point in my career, I wasn't loaded like people would probably think. In fact, he didn't offer me any support whatsoever. He didn't even ask if I was okay. Having an abortion wasn't a decision I took lightly. I don't think it is for any woman. So it would have been nice to have him there with me. I actually ended up going to the abortion clinic a total of 3 times. The first time, I got to the car park and I was ready to go in, but I pulled out at the very last minute. I actually made it inside the second time. I was sitting in the waiting room and listening for my name to be called out. I can't do this, I thought. So I got up and left." The claims are part of an explosive new book, Harvey and Me, written by the former glamour model. She has also claimed her footballer ex told her he was disowning her and Harvey after their son asked to see him. Katie's first husband, singer Peter Andre, became Harvey's stepdad when the pair married in 2004. However, Katie has said Pete is no longer a permanent fixture in Harvey's life because the teenager, who has Prader-Willi syndrome, autism and blindness, becomes stressed at the mention of his name. She said, "The split from Pete really upset Harvey. It must have been frustrating for him at the time because he couldn't express how he felt. But now he can and he remembers a lot more than you'd think. It's really sad." Katie claimed Pete's visits to Harvey dwindled following the split because the teenager refused to see her ex. However, the 19-year-old now loves to watch them singing their duet "A Whole New World" on YouTube, much to the embarrassment of his mum. She adds, "I began to notice a change in Harvey. He'd say things like, 'Do you want to go see Daddy Peter today?' And he'd shout, 'No.' So then it'd be like, 'But he has a cake waiting for you.' But he wasn't interested and he'd start kicking off. It's probably because the visits were starting to fizzle out and Harvey could sense that. Even mentioning Pete's name to Harvey stresses him out. We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun Showbiz team? email digishowbiz@thesun.co.uk or call us direct on 02077824220. We pay for videos too. Click here to upload yours.